Beep bop a doo bop a doo bop. Well, good morning, afternoon, whatever. I realized it was Thursday and I've just been piling at this like crazy, so I figured Thursday, since I've been trying to want to do videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it'd be a good time. It's been a while. Lots of it has been done. The black car has been done and gone. I don't really have any footage of it. I just made her go, got her sold. I'm glad. Got pretty much what I want for it, but I've been piling at this slowly but surely. I'm just cleaning the crap out of everything, so it's taken me a lot longer than I really want, but in reality though, it's going to be nice and worth it. See, I got a lot of the interior in pretty much where I need to be. There's a few little pieces I could tuck in there before I go through the trouble to get it all wired. I just have left this so I can run some wires. I got to wire my boost gauge, my what's the other one? Not airflow meter, but AFR, right? Fuel ratio. So I know I'm running rich or lean, and a few other things. There's an alarm system that I got to make sure is working properly and all that shit. There's my little bin of extra bolts. This guy I haven't really done anything with except getting her out. It's on a little cart here, so it's real easy for me to get around. But I've been working on cleaning this transmission up. This was like black as pitch. And so I've been slowly working on cleaning it all up, getting going. You know what works really well for cleaning aluminum, or cleaning lots of metals, polished soft metals, is Coca-Cola and aluminum foil. Just and then like with a cloth, like just take this, get a little, or take this, and then you get a little bucket and you dip it in Coca-Cola. Doesn't matter if it's flat or not. Preferably diet because it's not as sticky. I'm working on the shifter here. I had to go and track down my drop plate. It's right here. And now you can use two of the factory bolts, but then there's the other two that are they're not long enough and they won't go through. And from the kit somewhere in one of my bins like this, trade bins, maybe even this one, no, I've got a lot of stuff sorted out, but I think it's one of the ones over there. We're there. Not one of those top drawers. I think I have the actual bolts that came with that. What else is going on with this? I was just at the point of getting the starter mocked up a little bit, but I realized I got a torque. There's a couple of bolts in under there that I can't really get at, so I gotta make sure I torque them properly. Other than this guy, this boot, I don't know if you can't really see it there in that light. There's a selector boot here. It was torn, and there's a little bit of rust in the selector shaft, which is unfortunate, but I'll get it sorted out. That and the seals. The output seals are just, popped the one out already. That's the easy one. This one is freaking hard as anything. This shield comes off again. I was just kind of mocking stuff up. I've only got it finger tight. But underneath there, that seal is a pain in the butt to get in and out. It's about, I don't know, like an inch. It's 2.5 centimeters deep in there. It actually goes in a fair amount, which is good design, I guess. But I got an actual like seal puller there, and I was yarding on it, and I still haven't been able to get it out. It doesn't help that this shifts, so I think once I get it attached to the engine, made it up to there, which is going to be today, I'll be able to crank it and get it off of there, get some torque on it anyway. I just want to clean this up. You can see there's the act. There's a heavy duty. It's a 6-puck unsprung clutch in here. It's a racing thing. I don't know. Seems dandy to me. I really like it. And I might have to. I had an issue where my starter was firing while the car was going, and it chewed us up a little bit more than I'd like. It still engages great, but I think I'm going to go and take the file around to this, because, which might add a lot of time, because I probably should take the whole thing off so I don't get dust and metal shavings down in there, but, which, I might wait. Plan is to kind of, because of my time, I want to drive it, I do need a few parts, which I am ordering like right away, like right today. But the plan is I kind of want to be driving this sooner than later. At this point, and then when winter rolls around, there's going to be a few things that I'll worry about then, and getting a little more tidied up. But right now, I'm just going to try and get the grease off of everything and get her done. But there's my parts. There's my random. Most of my nuts and bolts that I know for a fact come from the car. Well, and there's some new stuff, and then there's interior of my stuff. Even the keys are in there, the alarm cover, like just little stuff like that. And then there's all the wiring harness. It's all tore open because I was working on dealing with some issues, and I just didn't want to wrap it all up and then have to tear it all apart again. There's charcoal canisters. I didn't have one. This is actually a charcoal out of a Mark 1. Hopefully I'm going to get wired and going. And then, yeah, there's another box down here, which is all pretty much just my intake plumbing. There's some power feed, but then I got a manual boost controller here. It's actually not bad. I got my Gretty, however you want to pronounce it, catch can. There's an intercooler there. There's an intercooler deflector. There's the fan. But yeah, and then I got a couple of mounts and stuff there to deal with. I ended up, what else? But yeah, I spent most of my time, you can see, I got a rack here for cleaning stuff up. I spent actually a fair amount of time cleaning this guy up, this exhaust here. This is pretty fancy. Ooh, I went and did some digging on these, and these Blitz Nur spec. I guess they don't sit on the shelf very much. They're special order. They only build them when you order them. And they are just, like, the build quality on this is just insane. Absolutely insane. Like, the welds and everything. Like, I went and looked it up. Like, look at some of this stuff, man. It's just wow. Like, really, really nice quality product. I can't say enough about the quality. I'm looking forward to hearing how it sounds. But yeah, I've got it would have been nice to have number 20 for an SW20 or 22, but I got number 21, which is pretty freaking early. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I was told all the work was done in 2002 on this, and I don't think it's really been driven ever since. But I got working on getting these stuff cleared out here so I can pressure wash this. I was checking out these Tine, whatever, the adjustable things. Apparently you can get like a motor so you can control all of this from the cab. And then there's even like another upgrade. I don't know if it'll work with these guys, but there's a computer controller that will actually measure G-force and stuff and adjust the stiffness. So I'm looking forward to seeing if it'll go on there. It won't be an immediate upgrade because it's fairly pricey, but if I can manage to get it on there, I'll actually be doing that. I really like this Caminari kit more and more. It's one of those ones that I've always kind of kept circling back. I've been looking for kits to put on these. A little bit of dirt that I had scooped out of there. And I keep coming back to this Caminari, so I'm glad I have it. I thought it was a Getty. Again, I keep pronouncing these words. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I thought it was a Getty front lip here, but it actually is the Caminari front lip. And then the sides. I do not have any rear spats. Or rear valence on this at all. Not even factory ones. So I would really like to get something, and I think I'll try and go and track down the Caminari. Either that or build my own. My problem is now that I have the single exit exhaust, I'm looking for a single exit exhaust, something that looks decent, right? Because it'll be fairly big over here. That's what she said. Anyway, yeah. So I want to do that, and then I've got all the skid plates for this. Everything that goes underneath, they're all here. And it looks like they've been here and installed for a long time. I don't know how much light anybody will get, or what you'll see here. I'm looking underneath. This bag of clutch fluid. Old. Just old. Sitting there. Better there than all over the floor, but yeah, you can't really see anything anyway, but there is barely a spot of rust on this whole car. It is awesome. I am so stoked to have this. Yeah, I got a few pieces there, and there's only a handful of pieces I'm missing. There's only like 2 or 3 in the whole interior that are broken. This is one of the few pieces that is broken. It's the wiper cowl, and it's just this. It's broken here where it should look more like this guy. But what I think I'm going to do is instead is just find a big-headed screw. Phrasing. And for 2 of them, because it's only just the simple these guys, right? So like even a wood screw would work, but maybe something beauty washer or something to go on there. Just for the time being, and eventually I'll get one that looks different. There's some few neat ones that get rid of this. This is a pain to clean, eh? Like I haven't even got to it here yet. I don't know if this is stock or if somebody went through the trouble to put this in here, but it's great that it's there. Yeah. Spent a lot of time adjusting these T-tops. It's kind of a pain. These windows weren't glued in at all. Like whoever took this car apart to paint it did a really good job. Like when it got painted, stupid scoops. They took like literally everything off, like latches, everything, like all of this stuff, like all of these latches and this and that, and these came off to be painted independently. All of this was out, like everything is painted on pretty much all sides. Like there's some exceptions, like the trunk and, like in the engine bay is still white, and the floor inside the car is still white. Right, but like they took this out. You can see this isn't as great, but they didn't take this stuff off, but they took like just about everything. You can see, like I can get in there. It isn't just a like, hey, let's mask off and paint. So this light sits a little funny. I was looking, it's nothing to do with anything. I think it's just mounted improperly or with the wrong bolts or whatever, because there's been a lot of that. Just wrong things. It's unfortunate that I couldn't just take everything, because there's just like some stuff that I've gone through here that's just a real pain to get in, and then I find that the bolts are in other places. Like I've been noticing here that like this isn't actually secured entirely. If we can't, but yeah, like it's not this side, somewhere here. They're not actually, something here isn't secured. This one, like this isn't, like all the nuts are loose, but the ones that are used here to secure this are actually wrong. They're too big. They're like a 10, and this should be an 8. Like these are only ever small bolts to hold these on, because they don't want you torquing the shit out of them. So it's actually, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm just still, like I said, piling through it, just clickety click, click, click. I think if I can get those 2 guys hooked up together today, that'll make my day. I want to finish cleaning the front trunk, and I do need to get wherever I put it. Oh, I dumped in here. There's the heat shield stuff here that goes on the back side of the firewall, so I want to get that in there and start cleaning up in the engine bay. Like I got a lot of it pressured out, washed out. I might as well go through the trouble. I can probably do this one-handed. Right. And move that out of the way. Lift this guy up. So yeah, you can see I've been working on cleaning, but there's some spots that I'm just going to have to get in there with the brush. You can see I'm going to have to pop that water bottle out. It looks so friggin' filthy. Wash it all out on the inside. But yeah, I guess I'll just kind of go around and detach a lot of this stuff and take the brush and the scrubber. Yeah, like I was saying, you can see here they didn't paint in the engine bay, but I actually would rather it be in white. It's actually kind of nice if you ever get stuck on the road at night and you shine a light in there. A light color is really nice. Actually, what I had done with my Tercel, my first 81 hatchback Tercel, I went through and cleaned it all out. Like, I gutted the whole thing and stripped all the paint off, and then I spray bombed it with white, like undercoat, like the rubberized stuff, rocker guard, whatever, and then I spray bombed it with fluorescent orange. So anytime you went in there with the light, it was just like everything lit up. It was awesome. Anyway, I think that's where I'm at right now. Like I said, there's the handful of interior stuff that needs to go. That isn't in there. I don't have the T-top covers in because I still kind of want to tweak them a little bit. I haven't tested to see how well they leak. All I did is like line them up so they're like near perfect, like alignment was my main. This one I had to sit a little low right now because there was a gap, but spec is within 1.4 millimeter. And I'm probably really close to that. I have the Honda grease that you're supposed to put this stuff. This Shinetsu, or however you want to pronounce it. It's a Honda. Apparently it really supples it up and makes it like nice. Came from Toys R Us. I don't remember how much, but it wasn't a lot. And hopefully it'll be worth it. But, yeah, you kind of just gotta, like, take it and rub it into the... Rub it in. Anyway. Yeah. So most of my time has been spent cleaning more than anything. Should have seen, like, before there was going to be a hailstorm, so my wife came home and we got this pushed in, but I had this whole floor of this garage all laid out with all these parts and stuff and was cleaning them with, of course, anything that could be vacuumed. And then I had this little steam shark. You fill this with water and it generates steam, and then you can like pressure so freaking steam anything. But yeah, and then yeah, I was just spraying it with whatever I needed to clean and then do that. And so everything's totally been sterilized. No COVID for me. Hope everybody else is the same way out there, staying safe. But yeah, other than that, brand new, my nice fancy axles. I didn't even, it's still a little bit dirty. I got to get in there and like actually clean them up. But these are totally brand new. It's awesome. The one, and I don't think it's this one. The other one actually still had like this sticker here. So, all right. But I'm going to keep it on. You guys keep it real. I'll do the same and hopefully try and get these a little more often. Like I said, I've been piling at this. I've been having so much fun. I've been so happy. I've wanted one of these for so long. In good shape. Like I've had one obviously, but like one that's nice that I can be proud to drive. You can kind of see more of the colored chameleon stuff there. Just wait until I think one of the next videos is just going to be this thing just cleaned up, and maybe I'll do one of those drop some bass and do some like crazy angles, get some good 4K, whatever, you know. But anyway, enjoy what I've just told you, and anything you want to ask or anything you got to say, I'm listening. Well, not full time. That's gonna go. That's a stupid thing. I'm not a billboard, but anyway. You guys rock and roll. Peace.